Adversity can be so much more than just a very difficult situation. It can actually be something that was started in the spiritual realm to have an effect on you in the physical realm. And that is to basically attack your ego. Hey, welcome back to Uncivilized Rebirth. I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate you watching this video. If you like it, subscribe to the channel, and that helps grow it. Because honestly, I'd like to get monetized, and I'm almost at 1,000 followers or subscribers, whatever it's called on YouTube. And I would really appreciate your support. So, adversity. We can go through these really difficult things in life that I like to call soul shredders. When you're in the middle of it, you feel like everything is a dark cloud and you're miserable. You have heartache, and it's just the worst of the worst for you. I mean, look at this. Some people may look at your situation and be like, oh, it's not that bad. But if this is your level of adversity, and this is the most you've been through, that's 100% for you. And in your reality, that's the worst thing that's ever happened and is going on. So it doesn't matter what anybody else has gone through. They can't compare to your situation because it's unique to you. And it's at the level that you've gotten to. Like, what is your threshold? And you've met your threshold. So you get through it. Things get better. And something else happens again. And you start asking God, why me? You get mad at religion, or you just don't know why. And you get so angry. Maybe you lash out at people. Maybe you blame all your surroundings. Maybe you just can't figure it out and you're just lost. That's okay. Everything you feel is okay. But I want to give you a perspective that might help you navigate this one or the next one. So, a common factor of when you go through many different things in life that are bad is you. You're always there. You can change friend groups. You can change where you work, change the way you do things, all these different things. And when things happen around you or in your life or to you, you're there in the middle. That's the common denominator. So it's not just in the physical realm to be like, oh, how much can you suffer? Because, I mean, humans are dark and twisted and they will do that. Like, how much can this human suffer? But in the spiritual realm, your ego is being attacked. If you're not living soul-led life, your ego is going to be not in alignment with what your soul's mission is or what your soul's expression is. So how do you boil down to where your soul is? Like, some people go meditate in the Himalayas for many, many years. Or they go do ayahuasca. Or they do ibogaine. And this stuff gives them a massive reset. And they get an awareness of what their ego is. And usually for a month after it, they are informed not to make any life decisions. And they start changing their life. They're like, I experienced spirituality. I understand the world. Or what reality is, and now I am going to live a different way. That's because their soul, they got in touch with their soul basically, and it came forward. So now they are literally not forced, but they truly desire to live in a manner that's not out of ego. So ego is programmed throughout our life, especially at a young age. Excuse me. So children, it's monkey see, monkey do. Parents do this, do that, and they copy it. And then they see kids being mean, and they're like, oh, I'm going to get you back. They copy it. And it goes on in life. Just bad things happen. They watch somebody, they see them get bitter, angry, mad, curse at God, or go to religion, embrace certain substances for coping, and they copy it. Monkey see, monkey do. It's a very base level awareness, as in not aware of actions. And as you get older, you can become more aware of actions. And I know some kids are very aware, and they can be aware of their actions. They even know, they're like, tell their parents that's wrong. Then their parents will lash out, because that's the ego protecting. Because the ego doesn't want to look back on itself, because the ego is nothing. I think I'm going to straighten this. There's nothing there with the ego, actually. There's no fortitude, I guess. There's no core. And so when there's something presented for the ego to look on itself, it's not going to. It's going to attack out. So that's kind of what a narcissist does. They are based on ego. They're based on feeding off other people's energy of hurt and suffering. And they project. The ego of narcissism projects. And that's a whole nother episode I'm going to do on where narcissism comes from and where that programming comes from. So it projects on people. Oh, they're doing this. They're doing that. I'm going to attack you. And to keep that lens away from their own analysis or anybody analyzing, I got the word right, themselves. So let's get back to the ego being attacked. You are always there in all of those situations. It chases what other people chase. It gets programmed of like, here's a shiny carrot. Here is these things in life, or this play of a society that's been created, and you're put in here and you play a character or a role that things outside of you have told you you must play, which is programming your ego. So your ego is chasing these things that don't exist. Ooh, if I work hard enough, I'll buy this watch and I'll be happy, and I'll have this nice car and these nice clothes. This commercial of Matthew McConaughey comes to mind. He's driving, I think, a Lincoln, and it's a fine vehicle, very clean and crisp. He's wearing a fitted suit. He's reaching out, holding the steering wheel. You can see this awesome watch he's wearing is just no wrinkles, just immaculate. And it's showing you this picture of like, you get this car, you make it. And it's like, he's made it. There is never any making it at all. That's the invisible carrot that the ego is chasing. So it tries harder. And it gets almost positioned in situations where things collapse. And that's almost your soul. You think it's self-sabotage, but it's your soul being like, I'm going to get outside and do this, make things horrible, and attack your ego. So we get back to, you're always the common denominator in the things in your life. You're always there. You're the one that went through you or through this event with you. And it's attacking your ego. It's like hot lava being poured over you in the spiritual realm. And your ego is just being trashed. Because what it is chasing is not attainable. And you have to get down to your soul. Like, oh, why is my soul here? That's a dang good question. There's other souls that are here. And other souls that are here. And they're plugged into bodies. So to get down to that, you have to stop living out of your ego. And seeing people for their clothes, seeing people for their actions, and seeing people for how they believe. And the choices they make in how they vote, or what sports team they follow, or what color their hair is, or how they've been programmed for the first, 20-something years of their life, basically. And when you get back down to your soul, you realize that you're in a vessel, and you want to take care of that vessel because it's been granted to you to use during this lifetime. And the better you take care of your vessel, the more you love it, the more your soul can present, if I can get that P word correct. And when you start loving yourself, as in your body and your soul can present, you know what that feels like. And then you want other people to feel that way. And there's other methods of getting your soul to the surface. When you start choosing the character that you want to be and conducting yourself that way, you start wondering what's doing the looking, what's looking out that, like from in here. It's not your brain. It's not just your eyes. There's something else, your awareness. Have you ever thought about that? Anyway, if you're interested in deeper work, go check out Uncivilized Rebirth on the School platform. We'll do a call, see if it's something that you're interested in, see where you are in life, and see if it's in alignment with you. And Roadhouse, Spiritual Hard.